Meteorologist Gary Lezak with Weather 2020. This will be a demo of our Weather 2020 Vision dashboard. And we're going to go in search of that first freeze and other features. We have a brand new feature, a couple brand new features I will introduce to you. So take a look at this. All right, let's start by looking full. All right, if you have the Weather 2020 Vision dashboard, you come to our Weather 2020 site, click on products, and it'll say My Weather Vision Dashboard. That means you purchased this for $1,200, $1,500, or $2,400, and different versions I'll tell you about in a second. But if you have it, it's a tool unlike any others in the world where it gives you a weather prediction day by day, week by week, month by month to help you plan and prepare. And as many of you know, it's been quite accurate and looking 100, 200 days, almost a year ahead. So what you do when you come to it, if you have your own state, it'll start with your state. But let's go and click on Missouri, for example. I come over to the left, I click on Missouri, push apply. Now it's calculating the Missouri forecast, and the date range is right up here in the upper left, September 1st to January 31st. We could change January 31st or the beginning. You just come in, you click on it, and you pick February 28th perhaps. You go all the way to February, you push apply, and then you have to push apply again. Now watch. Here is the forecast for percentage of average precipitation, showing which days there's a storm here at the end of September, a wet storm system in Missouri. And then it also shows that the low temperature is going to be 53 degrees that day. Right, another wet storm shows up on November the 8th. Then this is one of our new charts. When you see these charts, any one of these charts, I called it the low temperature forecast colder bias. See these three buttons over here on the upper right? Watch this, right over here. You click on those three buttons and you can make it a full screen version of this model. And then you hover over it and it gives you day by day. So it shows down to 33 degrees, or maybe a freeze right there in Missouri on the 4th of November. Here on the 14th of December, it's down to 18 degrees. And here on January 25th, it's down to 12 degrees. And that's for the whole state of Missouri. Now you click this thing right here to get back out of full screen. And if you want to go down into one county, let's go into Jackson County in Kansas City. So you click on, you can type it in if you want to, JAC. There's Jackson County. And we'll put Platte County around Kansas City and Clay County. So you have three different counties in your region, and you have just those three counties. Now watch what happens. It's calculating just those three counties, and you can see here precipitation in inches between now and February, 16 inches of rain in Platte County, 15.6 inches in Clay County, and 16.5 inches here. That is near 100% of average. So average rainfall is what it's predicting, although here 110% average as you hover over it. You can see the numbers. So just a little bit above average. And again, here's the forecast. Now over here on the left, another thing you can do. See the time grain, day? You can change that to week. And you push apply. And now it's going to give you a week by week forecast. And it shows you the low temperatures forecast and then the week by week forecast. Now, up here on the top, forecast overview, snow and precipitation extras. So we click on snow and precipitation extras. Watch this. As you can see here, pretty interesting. It shows the days it's going to snow and how much. 1.5 inches of snow on December 1st, 4 inches of snow on January the 5th, and how much snow is going to fall. 19.6 inches of snow up in Platte County, 18.7 inches of snow down there in Jackson County, closer to Kansas City. And there's different versions that you can look at. Here's a test one that has 20 inches up here and only 8 inches down south. So you can look at these different forecasts, but they're all available for you, including this brand new one here giving you a snow day by day or week by week. This is going week by week, the week by week snowfall. If you go over here again, you click on day and apply. Seconds and hours don't work, by the way, on our system right now. And there's the day-by-day forecast, all right, for days it's going to snow. And then you go back to forecast overview, and these other things are up here for you as well. And so that's Missouri. Let's click out of Missouri, and you have to, when you do that, you also have to click out of these counties. Now let's click on Nebraska, okay, and Iowa. You put Iowa and Nebraska in if you have the United States version. It's more expensive for the United States version. And then you push apply, and here's the forecast for Iowa and Nebraska being calculated. So you can see the amount of rainfall. And again, up here, let's just see what's going to happen for harvest. So you go from September 1st, and we'll go to October 15th. Push apply and apply. And day by day, as you can see up here now, it shows wet on September 1st and 2nd, then a little dry spell for 4 or 5 days, another chance of rain, 180% of average on September 8th, and then dry for a few days. And then this is what we've been trying to show you, wet at the end of September. You can see here, it's forecasted 300% of average there, 3 times average for September the 27th for Iowa and Nebraska for this region. And then when you hover over this, but not only that, there's another feature in here I forgot to tell you. You can take the sliding bar on some of them, and you can slide across and narrow it down to the dates you want. So this shows September 19th with not much rain. No rain here. Least likely day for rain is September 23rd, but it's going to get wet after that. But pretty cool stuff. So that's for Iowa and Nebraska. And then again, you click on snowfall, and you can see the snowfall forecast from the various versions that we do have out there. Right? And through October 15th, it shows no snow. Now you change the date on here to December 31st, New Year's Eve, apply and apply, and you can see here now the forecast does have snow. This is for all Nebraska and Iowa combined, but it shows you how much could fall, all right, during that period by December 31st. You hover over it, you get your numbers. Again, you click on these 3 dots, you go to enter full screen, and then you can zoom in and out, and you can just hover over your county and get how much snow is going to fall. Pretty cool stuff there, you can see. So that's how it's looking. Now, where will there be a freeze in Iowa and Nebraska? Let's go take a look at that. So we go back over here. All right, now I'm going to show you here. There we are. Let's go back up to the top here. And, I have to go out of the full screen. And then we go to that first forecast overview. Again, here's the low temperature. This is for all of Nebraska and Iowa. And you can see it shows 32 degrees on November the 3rd. But let's go pick out one county in Iowa. Go to Iowa, and you click out, let's go to Adams County, Iowa, and Adair County, Iowa. 2 different counties. So where are those counties in Iowa? Let's go take a look. It'll show you. They're right next to each other. And you can see there they are in southwestern Iowa. Right there, as you can see. 10.4 inches of liquid precipitation. And then percentage of average, we go to full screen on this map. Percentage of average is 110% of average there. You can zoom in, go back out of full screen, and it's a really cool tool to see the percentage of average day by day. And then snowfall wise, here are the days it's going to snow. The first snow comes around November the 25th. Not a lot, but November 25th and 27th shows snow. Now remember, the new LRC is setting up as well. So anyway, go to the forecast overview, look at this brand new low temperature forecast colder bias, and it's really, really a cool product to have. So there is no other way to get this weather information. So we have a whole bunch, 130 or so farmers using this now. So thank you for using it. I'm giving you a little example of how to use it. Go watch this and test it out yourselves. But it'll give you a forecast, and as soon as the new LRC sets up in October, November, we'll forecast all the way through next year's planting, growing, and harvest. And a lot of farmers have been using this guide to help them with their planting timing, and it's been beneficial. All right, I hope everyone's great. Once again, this is the Weather 2020 Vision Dashboard. One more look real quick. Again, there's the products. Here's where it is. If you have the Global Predictor Pro, then you can also use that, and you can zoom in and see what the forecast is in Kansas City. For the home opener is the Chiefs play the Eagles on the 14th. It shows 76 degrees, and it doesn't have rain that day. And they play their first game in Sao Paulo, Brazil. If you want Brazil's forecast, you can go into the growing areas of Brazil on here too. You do that on the other chart as well, Sao Paulo. The 5th is a Friday night, 76 degrees, and no rain. So the Chiefs' first two games look to be having limited rainfall effects on it. Pretty interesting, right? These are our products. We're working on getting them better and better and better. We have a lot of high goals for the next year ahead. Thank you for being customers. And if you would like, if you don't have the Weather 2020 Vision Dashboard, contact Bryce, BRYCE, at weather2020.com, and he'll get you set up where you can purchase it on the website. And we offer some discounts at times, so give us a call. All right, guys, have a great day, and that's your little demo.